North Pointe family, I want you to imagine with me, you are a manager of this restaurant. Your host typically is slow to seat people. Your wait staff, about 50% of the time, they get the order right. Your cook staff, more often than not, they undercook or they overcook. And then, once in a while, the order gets out and it gets spilled. What are you going to do with that staff? Let's fire them all. But where do you go? How do you find more staff? That's a bit of a picture of God with his people. He brings them through Egypt. He parts the Red Sea, and the first generation, they don't trust him. He says, let's go forward. I don't think we can trust you. 40 years they walk in the desert. Finally get the next generation, part the Jordan River. Take the first city, Jericho, a real unique plan. And God shows himself in this unique plan. And he says, oh, by the way, don't take the stuff devoted to me. Now, he's not a miser. He's just saying, do I have your heart? They don't get it. Go to take the second city. They fail because one member of the nation took stuff that was devoted to God. That's where we are in the book of Joshua. They've just failed to take AI. What's next? What does God do when his people fall flat on their face? Like the restaurant manager. Well, this week in Joshua 8, we're going to find out God moves forward with his purposes in spite of the failings of his people. Yeah, I think that's good news for you. I think that's good news for me. Individually and collectively, we've got failings. Multiple, consistent. And we might say, God, why don't you just get a new staff like the manager at the restaurant? That's not how God rolls with his people. Are there consequences to sin? Sure, Achan found that out. Israel found that out. They wandered in the desert. But God doesn't give up on his people. So I encourage you to read Joshua 8. Join us Sunday. We're going to see this God who always makes a way back for his people.